guys, it's Soda here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another TikTok video. What was that for? Or I'm gonna watch a bunch of different pet TikToks that you guys have sent me, or ones that I found that I want to talk about with you guys. And also, here's a little reminder that my cockatiel plush will be available from U2's soon. From the 22nd of November, it will be available to purchase for pre-order from U2's. And by the time this video goes up, the giveaway should still be going on. I think you might have a day left until the giveaway when this video goes up. So also make sure you join in the giveaway to go in to win one of these. I will have all the links down in the description. Just remember that once these sell out, they're not coming back. So make sure to get one if you want one. I am so excited about these. I think that the plush is just so cute, and I've never seen a cocktail plush like just so perfect like this before, so I really love it, and I hope you guys do as well. Make sure if you want one that you're ready. They drop on the 22nd of November, and make sure to enter the giveaway. All the links in the description. So yeah. Alright, so here we are on my TikTok account. Now this is an interesting one. I think I should start with this one because I got tagged in it so many times in multiple videos from this guy. I did see them on my feed and I was very confused. So there's so much going on here. So this is a fish tank toilet, which, ew. I think what's happening here, the way they look like they're floating, is there's like a separate tank in there or behind it. No, I think it's in there, and the fish don't actually swim in that part, I think, which means that the tank would actually be really small then if they're only getting like a small bit of swimming area and not this part, which would make sense obviously because you wouldn't be able to flush it with the fish in there. I don't really get it. I don't really like the idea of a toilet fish tank. I've actually seen one before on like r/shitty aquariums. I think I've talked about them as well. I don't know, to me it's just kind of gross. Like, have you ever seen, I think they did like a test on some kind of show where they like test like surfaces in a toilet to see how far like poo particles go, and it goes everywhere. So it's like, that's gonna be in their water. Like, that is disgusting. I'm sorry. I mean, assuming they actually use this toilet as a toilet, which, I mean, it seems like it works, so I assume they would. I'm sorry, but that's so gross. I think guppies is not a bad choice for a tank like this, but it does look pretty small. I can't really tell how big it is, and since there's like a separate tank inside the tank, I think, it means that this is actually probably pretty small. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. Like, the concept's kind of interesting, but like, the execution just doesn't really work, which is usually how these go, to be honest. And this is another one I saw.
In my toilet are dying. Yes, you heard me right. I put fish in the back of my toilet. If you haven't seen how I built this yet, be sure to hit the follow button and check that on my page. It's a pretty cool build.
Oh, so it is a separate tank. Okay, so you can see here, this part is where the toilet water comes, like, gets sucked in. And this is the actual tank where the fish can swim. So they only have a really tiny amount of space. Okay. That is cool. Like, that is well made, but like, that's not suitable for fish. That's way too small. There's not enough swimming space. Just like over here, that's like not enough.
Thousands of comments of people telling me not to do this.
Interesting concept.
It's time
though.
to face the music. My fish are dying. Yeah, that's right. Guppies have an average lifespan of 2 to 3 years. I gotta keep these things alive in this thing. If they're gonna make it living their best life in this toilet tank, I gotta keep this thing clean. So we're gonna attempt to do my first water change before the shrimp arrive next week. We did have some technical difficulty toilet, and then fill it back up with toilet water.
Nah, it's never gonna work. I'm sorry, but there's not enough space. Like, no wonder the fish are dying. Is it cycled as well? It would be very hard to cycle this small amount of space, probably, because it's barely any water in there that it's probably just gonna crash. Even with guppies. Guppies, they don't produce a lot of weight compared to other fish, but still, this is not enough space for that cycler to stay stable, assuming they did cycle it. Yeah, there's just like most of this tank is not for the fish. Most of it's for the toilet thing, which is an interesting concept. You could probably make this work if you didn't put any living things in there, because I just think that's kind of gross to put fish or even shrimp in there. Even snails I don't think would like it. There was a neon tetra in here? There was a single neon tetra? Yikes, that's pretty sad. Also, first water change? How long has he had it set up for? Because you need to do water change every week. When you flush, isn't there a huge temp difference with the new water? That's a good point, but does the water actually go in? But that's a very good point. The temperature would fluctuate. And he said like the fish died, the fish are dying, but he's still doing it. And everyone told him the fish are gonna die, and they were right, the fish died, but he's still going with it. Has he made any new ones?
Against all odds and all conventional wisdom, life has been surviving and thriving in the back of my toilet for over a week. Now that the...
Oh, over a week. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So he had an neon tetra in it, a single neon tetra, which is a schooling fish. They need to be in a school of like 6 or more. So sad.
I actually took a trip to an aquarium store and I found some freshwater sharks I'm considering adding as well.
No, don't.
People have told me that the tank is a little bit small for these things.
A little bit small?
To find a plastics manufacturer to help make this a little bit bigger. 2 questions for you. One is, if you could buy this, how much would you spend for a fish tank on the back of your toilet?
I would spend $1. Okay, so I guess he's still doing it, and he wants to add more fish in this tiny little tank. I mean, he acknowledged that it's too small for adding more fish, but this is too small for the fish you already have. This is way too small. Like, there's no space here. Like, what even... Like, it looks big from the outside, but it's not when you realize there's a whole separate tank in there. Plico, keep your tank clean. Also, Cory cats. No, dog. Imagine putting a Plico in there. It would literally grow the size of the tank. Oh my god. What is this song? It's so weird. This is beautiful though. That's something I haven't seen, giving an emo hairstyle to an axolotl. But I like it. Emo-lotl. Okay, this... I want to talk about this girl. I have no idea who this girl is. But I saw Curtis Connor make a video on her. And in the video, he briefly went over the whole bird situation, but only briefly. But that bird situation shocked me. Like, and Curtis Connor didn't really talk about it, probably because I don't know if he knows much about birds. I assume not. But I wanted to talk about the bird situation. I don't really care about the Harry Styles one. It's weird and like, and just, you know, very privileged. I'm just here for the bird stuff because that was insane to me. So like, this was the first video I saw about it.
This all out in one video, alright? First off, let's get one thing clear. I'm not gonna be sitting here crying and talking about how sorry I am over the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm crying over this shit. First, let's address the bird, because oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Okay, I'll make this short and sweet for you. So when I first got Marty, my bird, I didn't do any research at all, which is the worst idea. Don't ever do that. Make sure to do a lot of research before you get a pet, because I didn't know anything. So when I first got him, I would make TikToks with him, and like I would be like petting his back or whatever, because like where am I gonna pet the thing, you know? And I started to get like a few comments here and there being like, don't touch him there, like that can like turn them on. And I thought this was the funniest thing in the world. And so I eventually looked it up, and it's true. Like if you touch a bird on their back or under their wings, I guess that can like sexually arouse them. So I made this like dumb video because like me and my mother thought that was the funniest. It's not funny, but we thought it was crazy that that's a thing. So we'd make jokes about it all the time, and then I made that dumb video like, oh, I still do it sometimes. I was joking, okay? But I get it. Some things are better left in the family group chat. That was a fucking joke. I will never be defending myself again on why I am the best owner for that bird. I love that bird more than fucking anything. I would do anything for that bird. So shut the fuck up. Second.
So he seems like a really nice person. Anyways, so that's the first one I saw, and I was like, what the fuck? So I looked into it, and holy shit, it's a lot worse than I thought. So this was a video she was talking about. I couldn't find the original video. This is the only one I could find of someone reposting it and other people talking about it. But I assume she deleted the video or TikTok deleted it because it was really fucking disgusting. But here's the video.
Bird, the parrot. I don't know if anyone knows this, but like, if you touch a bird on its back or under its wings, it like sexually arouses the bird. And for the first the first 4 months I had Marty, like I didn't know that. I got comments like, don't touch him on his back, you're turning him on. I was like, fuck off. So to touch his back, I'd rub under your wing, a good spot. Yeah. I'm such a sick bastard. And like I still do it sometimes. I'm a terrible person, but like it's like funny. It's funny because like now I know, you know?
It's funny.
Now I know when I touch right there. Ding dong. Yeah. As I get Marty's hopes up, I'm like, you know what? One day we're gonna have eggs, and we're gonna have a family.
Okay, so this girl, she said that this video was a joke, but she's intentionally saying the bird. Like, that's what this is to me. So yeah, if you touch a bird on their back or basically anywhere that's not their head, it does like arouse them. It can make them hormonal, and you shouldn't do it, obviously. It's sexually frustrates your bird because they can't obviously do it. So they get frustrated, they can get aggressive, they can get stressed. And so she didn't know at first, which is fine, and was doing it on video. People telling her not to. And then she didn't believe them and keep doing it until she Googled it and found out it was real, which, just listen to people, like, oh my god. Especially if she didn't know anything about birds, like, why wouldn't you listen to people? Even after learning that that was real, she made a video of just still doing it intentionally, like knowing that you shouldn't do it. She's literally doing it on this video on purpose, which is, to me, f***ing disgusting. Like, I don't know if people don't see that as disgusting as I see it, because, like, if someone was doing it to a different animal, you know, sexually frustrating them, they would be destroyed. Like, they would be probably called, like, a zoo and all that. This is pretty fucking disgusting to me. And the fact that she was defending it afterwards, too, saying she was just joking and, oh, I guess you can't joke like that, and it's like, yeah, no, I guess you can't jokingly essay your bird. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Ugh, honestly, this whole thing grosses me out. I don't know who this girl is, by the way. I literally didn't know anything about her until I saw, like, Curtis Connor video. But, like, holy shit. This was disgusting. So that's what I wanted to say about that. I wanted to talk about it because, I've seen a lot of people talk about her, but not really talking about that part specifically. And I just think since I know a lot about birds, I should probably talk about it, because it's, like, so disturbing to me and makes me extremely uncomfortable. And I don't know how anyone can think that that shit's funny. And I'm pretty sure this girl's done quite a few problematic things, so maybe this thing isn't the worst, but I don't really know what those are. I haven't looked that much into it apart from, like, the Harry Styles shit. This one's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. This nice fish tank too. This one makes me want to cry. It's just so adorable. Look at her watching them. Like, she's actually watching them. So cute. I love this tank as well. Ugh.
All right, gentlemen. I want you to repeat after me. Just how I do it. Ready?
Maybe the average person doesn't know much about hamsters. It might look like a good environment. If you do know a bit about hamsters, you probably know that this is actually pretty terrible. It just looks like to me it just looks like big waste of money. I don't know why you choose to buy all this, like, crap instead of buying them just a big proper tank. Like, maybe they just don't know, but how do you buy all this and, like, not know? What even is that? What is that? Are they supposed to go in there? Oh wait, there's a hamster in there. It's like a giant running thing. What the hell? This is so weird. What are all these? Cars? How many hamsters are in there? God, I hope there's not more than one. Yeah, so, like, these kind of cages are just not good for hamsters. They're always way too small and hard to clean. They often don't have a good amount of ventilation. They're way too small for any hamster type. And putting them together like this doesn't make them any bigger. I mean, yeah, sure, it makes them be able to, like, you know, move around more and explore, but they're way better off just having a really large tank. In the wild, hamsters travel long distances. It does not really replicate that. It replicates like a freaking circus. Like, what? There's not even a single one of these squares that's big enough. They can't even burrow in any of these either. Like, it's just a complete waste of money. These are so expensive as well for some reason, even though they're just complete garbage. Imagine having to clean all of these, like, tubes that are just, like, so small as well. Is there even a single, like, proper wheel in here apart from this thing, which is not a proper wheel? How did they even get out of there? I don't know. And I feel like if you spent this much money on all this stuff, because these are so expensive, you could have, like, definitely brought a huge tank that would have been way cheaper than all this, and all of the stuff you need would have cost way less than all of this junk. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. That's my thoughts on these TikToks. Feel free to share your opinions on any of the ones I've watched today, and as always, if you want to send me any TikToks to review my next video, feel free to. They can be good or bad. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!